Yes, people, big up to another edition of the Angry Gooners podcast. Abs and your boy Tony Claude, Gunner TV in the building as we collaborate to bring you another show. I don't know how the show is going to pan out today. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about. We got to be careful on these shows. I got to be careful around you now, Tony. Because you're a marked man now.
I'm a man everywhere, man. Yeah, I mean,
my north side.
You might be getting clipped up, right? See, Abs, it's good you brought that out. But also, it has been a tremendous last week for me. I mean, last week alone, I was at I was at Sarcasm TV, where I said, I was on Sarcasm TV where I said, that Arsenal might still have a fighting chance. Note, I did not say Arsenal in the next round of the Champions League was going to go smash up Real Madrid. I never said so. I said we have a fighting chance to go because I refuse to actually go into that matchup with a defeatist mentality. That, in other words, we could be smashed up, we could smash them, and they could smash us up. No problem. But either way, I would not go into that matchup, feeling already defeated before we even lose the match. That was what I was on about, And then, I mean, it spiraled out of control. And then my former collaborator, Northside LDN, I mean, it clipped me up, brought it to his channel. And, he was my thumbnail. You brought it to my notice. Guys, I never even knew that I got clipped up by my guy, my former colleague here, because me and him worked on my channel, on his channel together before. And then suddenly I started seeing my thumbnail down there, and I said, hey man, I have to come and defend myself, and he gave me the chance. And I defended myself. Before I knew it, I saw Deji Sports. I said it was like an ambush. I never knew that Deji Sports was coming there. It was an ambush. I mean, the darkest of enemies, I mean, Deji Sports. You guys know I had a legendary, battle of shows with Deji Sports all locked up on my channel. And Deji Sports showed up and was there to, cut me open. And of course, a guy I do respect, Lee Gunner, was also there at the end of the show. So we had a fairy spat down there, but we still maintain a cordial respect among each other, which is very good, And before I knew it,
no one ever caught you, you held your own.
I held my own down there. It's true, bro, because you know what? I know of many people, who would go on a show. Even many people have brought into the space, into the circle I work with. They would come. They would collapse. They would say, "Oh," they would just try to be so negative so that they would get there. They just try to be so negative so they would get the attention of Lee Gunner and the others down there, not knowing that these guys are independent guys. I mean, they work with people who are independent thinkers. So, I mean, I go to Lee Gunner's channel. I like his channel. I like him because he has his own thoughts. He has his own opinion. That's my big respect for the guy. And of course, I mess with his channel. I like his channel very much. I go down there. I get what I need to know. And I look at it, and I critique it from my own point of view. But I went there and I held my own. And I said, hey, man, see, I hear everything you're saying. I want the manager out. Same with you. I don't think his tactics is working very much in Arsenal Football Club. I want him out. However, I don't want to go into that next round of the Champions League with a defeatist mentality. And I told him. And I held my own down there. And, anyone who likes it, good. Anyone who doesn't like it, no problem. But we're back into the Premiership. And again, familiar ground again. But you know what? Yeah, throughout last week, it was, I mean, I was just all over social media, but I don't mind. I was even on Igal's channel.
Yes.
Me and him. I'll be rolling out some of the shots that came out from those shows. Me and Igal, we had to go into it, and we had a spat on his channel too. Because he was talking about Thierry Henry. He said that Thierry Henry was jealous, guys. Igal said.
We're going to get into all of that.
Igal said that Thierry Henry was jealous of Mikel Arteta, and I was like, "What is going on here? How did I move from Lee Gunner? I mean, having a fairy spat with Lee Gunner and Deji Sports to to Igal's evaluation? That Thierry is somehow jealous of Mikel Arteta, and I had words with Igal that's not the case. This man has a statue just outside the Emirates at the N25, and this guy, I was pissed, but I did talk to Igal because he gave me a chance on his channel, So it has been from Deji Sports to Lee Gunner last week, Sarkazin TV, Igal's channel. It's good, but at the end of the day, we lay our beds and then we lie on them, So because I know many people who will come up to these shows, and get to them, and they will not. They're not independent thinkers. They don't think for themselves. They just want to be, oh, okay, let me be negative so they will like me. I'm not like that, man. I'm a working man. The same way Tyson Fury always says, I'm a fighting man. Bro, I'm a working man. I don't eat from YouTube. This is not where I eat. I till the ground to make money. Yeah. So, to feed my family and to feed myself. So no one feeds me. So I'm an independent thinker. If maybe I'm getting redirects or something in terms of collaborations from these guys and I'm making money, okay, I would say, okay, good. I could somehow, just tinker what I'm doing and suit to what everyone wants me to say. But I'm an independent thinker. I'm a working man. I don't care how much anyone makes on YouTube. I go down there, I speak my mind. I love my football club. I understand that my football club is going through, a horrible spell. And of course, Mikel Arteta is at the foot of it. Yeah, it's tactics, it's managerial experience. Everything is wrong with the guy. Abs, how did we go down to the tunnel yesterday without winning, at least leading in that game yesterday? Every team, that had that kind of possession Arsenal had in the first half, should not be going into the second half in a deficit. And that tells you all you need to know about Arsenal Football Club right now. How do you go, from plunking over, PSV away from home, 7-1, and then you come to Manchester United, 14th in the league, with no bite, can't even do anything, They concede lots of goals from set pieces. They're one of the worst sides in terms of conceding set pieces. Horrible form. 14th in the league, and we go down there and we get a 1-1 draw. To me, man, it was a big slap on my face on the day because I predicted 4-1 to smash them up, and that's because of the position of Manchester United. But again, we saw traits of what it used to be. The rivalry between Arsenal and Manchester United yesterday. I think that'll be a big talking point for me and you guys. Smash up the likes, show some love to Waffle TV. Of course, show some love to my own channel too. Julie Mears is in the chat too. She just gave me £2. Big up to you, Julie Mears. Thank God you're feeling fine right now. Bant, welcome to the show. Let's talk.
Big up. Anyway, let me just go through some of these comments first, and then we'll chat.
Yeah,
okay. So big up to the Assemble says afternoon. Ambush Tony said something that was challenging. Explain yourself. I think Tony did actually explain himself. I don't think Tony made a fool of himself going onto the channel. I think he was quite direct in what he meant. I don't see what the big issue was. What it is though, sometimes these shows are like entertainment as well. So when Deji was there, Deji was talking a lot, but what can Deji say? What can Deji talk about in terms of his team? Do you know what I mean? You can't. These guys can't really talk to us. And yeah, we may be a red Spurs, but we're not as bad as Spurs at this moment. But anyway, we're going to get into a lot of stuff here. Let me just go through the comments quickly. Big up to Voodoo Doll Gaming. That's Tony's boy. That's his graphics boy. Big up to you, Voodoo Doll. Hope you're well.
Yeah, big up Voodoo Doll. Yeah, and of course, Views on Sport. I was on his channel. I went down there to support him. Yeah,
I'm getting
great show he had.
Definitely. Big up to Julie Mears. Says big up to Tony and Abs.
Big up Julie.
View on Sport. It says big up bros. Big up to Views on Sport. You said you went to my chat, but you can't comment. I don't know what's going on there because there's no blocking or anything like that or anything. So if you can try, I don't know what happens when you try to comment on my thing, but that seems to be a bit of an issue because you're definitely not blocked on my channel unless a mod has blocked you. But I don't know why they would anyway. I couldn't watch the show as I felt they were ganging up a bit. Nah. Tony can handle his own. If you know Tony, man, he doesn't play about, man. Do you know what I mean? The Assembled Eagle is in a league of his own. I'm not subscribed to him. I remember him when he first arrived. Big up to Eros in the building. I hope you're well, my friends. And a big thank you to Julie Mears. She's issued a super chat, Mr. Tony, and she says, big up, Tony. Come on, you
big ups. Come on, you Gooners. Big up to Julie Mears. She wasn't feeling fine about 2 weeks ago, but she's back now and rocking with the Arsenal fans too. Big up to you, Julie. Welcome back.
Tony has a way of words. Deji annoyed Arsenal fans argue with each other. Yeah. Don't think they can see my comments either. Seriously. I don't know what's going on, people. I'll have to have a look at
what's going on with your channel, man.
I don't know. Tony speaks from the heart of you. Should be good.
Thank you, Julie. I mean, we love this football club, but but again, Waffle TV. I mean, let's cut the chase. Yeah, let's go into it.
Talk about it. We need to talk about the game.
Let's cut the chase. Let's get into it. First of all, I want to hear from you. Let's start with this. We go into Manchester United. Yeah, we'll go to Old Trafford. Yeah, they're 14th in the league. Yeah, they're one of the worst conceders. Yeah, of set piece goals. Yeah. In horrible form. They couldn't even go to Europe and beat Real Sociedad. Yeah. And Arsenal go there, with at least in the first half, with superior ball possession. Yeah. And we couldn't even get a goal in the first 45 minutes. I mean, just give us what you think about it, because we have to chew into that. It was a disappointing game.
Oh yeah, of course. So okay, this is my take. So just to address your comments on like the positioning of Man United, and they couldn't do this at Real Sociedad. That don't mean nothing to me, because at the end of the day, Man United is Man United, and Man United versus Arsenal is always that type of. Even though they don't beat us regularly, they did beat us in the cup this season. For some reason, Arteta seems to be having issues with this Amarin ball. We can't take the low block and the counter attacks, and we suffered yesterday. Do you know one thing about this team? What I hate watching, is that we're so predictable. We start the game, and all we want to do is possession, pass, come back, go to the wings, pass,
sideways, backwards,
sideways, and there's no. I watched Tottenham and Bournemouth the other day as well, and the way these teams zip the ball about, they don't just go down the ball, they go for the middle. They just got so much intricate disciplines in their play. Arsenal just seems boring, the same sideways rubbish, and you can see the signs from early in that game. You know, we started well, but we weren't. How many chances did we? You know, how many saves in that first half did you see Onana make? Because I didn't see many chances.
Not many though. Not many though. Maybe like two or so.
Many chances, and then do you know what?
Maybe like two, not much.
And I think as well, yeah, I didn't think Ranieri had his best game, but you know what? He's going to be
big ups Cooper. Big ups Cooper. He said he's listening to us from the car. Big ups to Cooper. That's our guy, an American, great guy. I work with him lots of times, sir. Big ups.
Big ups. The thing is, I thought we were going to beat Man United, but I didn't think it was going to be one of those blasts. You know what I'm saying? I thought it might just be a 2-1, a 1-0. It weren't going to be one of those. You know, it's a Sunday kickoff. You know, it's not going to be very exciting. There's going to be not a lot of skill on display. One, because we've got like a donkey up front, a second donkey up front, and two, we've got a shy captain that, although he played a little bit better, I still don't think he gives enough. Thomas Partey went on it. Declan Rice was okay, but the main thing for me that half is that you don't concede on halftime. You never concede at halftime.
Never.
Kick away.
Oh God! Painful. Horrible.
Some people like Turkish were saying, "Oh, he doesn't blame the keeper," but I 100% blame the goalkeeper.
I blame the goalkeeper 100%. He left the whole right hand side open for Bruno to put the ball into the net. How can your wall be 15 meters away, bro? Who is teaching these guys how to arrange their walls when it comes to set piece? I mean, you know what? Yeah, the abs. I mean, it's so nice that you talked about this wall and how they scored against Raya, because I mean, look at it. Yeah, many times. Yeah, we actually talk about Jover. Yeah. That Jover guy, yeah, Nicholas Jover, because he's our set piece coach. So definitely, if he teaches them how to get to score goals with set pieces, he's the one responsible for actually teaching them how to defend, set pieces. Innit? Yeah. Good. They've given this guy lots and lots of encomiums. That guy has a mural outside the Emirates for some reason. I don't know why. And right now, yeah, there's a free kick, yeah, in our own half. And then you're moving 15 meters away. I mean, Ericsson said in his interview, he said, when Arsenal decided to move 15 meters away from the ball, we were all happy. We were all kind of like in hysterics because they knew they've practiced this so many times in the Carrington Center. So they were all smiles when Arsenal's wall was further backwards, and Bruno just put his leg into it, and David Raya didn't even cover himself in any grace at all. He entirely left the right hand side opened. How did he set up himself for failure like that? We should be beating Manchester United. We should be beating Manchester United. Bro, man, it's another sorry game for Mikel Arteta, and why this man should leave this football club. However, I did think we should have beaten Manchester United, yeah? But at the end of it, Waffle TV, Manchester United had up to nearly 4 to 5 chances to actually bury that game yesterday in the second half. Look at that ball from Zexi. If that was a top 5 striker, that ball will be in the net. I mean, the one that way where to flick it through David Raya's legs. I mean, that one. A clinical striker would just put his leg there, tap, boom, it's gone. See you later. Bye-bye. I mean, there was that Mazarawi shot that David Raya saved. That was a good save. But trust me, if that was a clinical finisher Oh my days, that would have been in. That's number 3. There was the last one that Bruno just fluffed his lines. Easily, that would have been the first goal. Manchester United could have smashed Arsenal by 4 to 5 goals to 1, going by that second half alone. Even if we had lots of the ball possession, yeah, they had the better chances. They had the clear-cut chances. And I'm not buying it. Because how do you put up that performance against PSV and then you just come down to Manchester United and just car? I mean, there's no consistency. And that's what gives me a headache with this team. You try to, give your team a little bit of backbone. Yeah.
Because
and they just pull on your face.
Man United had structure, and they had a manager that had structure and that knows tactics. When Arteta comes up against a team similar to a team that can play with a mid to low block, but they can also stifle you on attacks. Arteta can't handle that, and
he can't handle that.
We need to talk about this manager as well, because he kept Mourinho on for the full 90 minutes. There was no change in style. There was no change in tactics. Calafiori once again didn't do that much. Was woeful in defense. And that was even
the worst. Calafiori was even the worst. I mean, it was shocking, man. It was shocking. It was totally cooked down that left-hand side. It was totally cooked down that left-hand side, man. I mean, not good enough, innit? Not good enough, man. Not good enough.
You know, the problem with this team now as well is that you're not going to get consistent performances across the Premier League now. Forget about the Champions League. Arsenal are not winning the Champions League, and in fact, actually, we can go into the game with a non-defeatist attitude, but if we're playing against Real Madrid, oh my God.
No. See, now this is where I defend what I said. At Northside channel and on Igal's channel. Manchester United yesterday, and again, I think this problem emanates from the Premier League teams. I think that's where the problem really is. This Premier League team, they already know how to play with us. We play with them, yearly twice. Sometimes we play preseason games with all these bigger teams in England. The thing there is that they've understood how to actually get points over this manager, because he's not a malleable manager. He's not someone that actually shed his skin. If it's someone that actually tries to, deviates from what the enemy or from what the opposition actually thinks he's going to do, it would have been okay. But this manager just goes into games with a certain tactics in his head. He doesn't want to change the way he plays. He doesn't want to be malleable in any way. And that's the bigger problem. These teams know how to defend against Arsenal. It's simple. Tap, tap, boom, put a low block. I mean, teams that want to even totally embarrass us, will just go on an entire low block, and just get us in the counter-attack. It's very simple. But the ones that just want to actually try to deceive us into us thinking that they want to play, just keep a mid-block. And once they have fast wingers or fast strikers, which was what Manchester United did yesterday, kept the mid-block. When they saw those chances, they hacked into it, got into it, the fast. I mean, Zexi, even if he's not getting the goods, even if he's not scoring, he's a fast player. Now, I mean, we could see what he did to us, at the end of the day, and when you have someone like Bruno, who is, who's good in taking set pieces, and you give him that type of gift, 15 meters away from where he's taking it in your 18-yard box. It's woeful. And David Raya, just left his box open for Bruno Fernandes to just tap the ball in. Not good enough. So he has to devise a means through which it can beat teams that go on an extreme low block. However, in Europe, it's something quite different. These teams want to play. Do you want to tell me? No, Abs. Do you think Real Madrid is going to play low block with us?
No.
Do you think they're going to play mid block with us? I don't think so. And every other team that has actually come out to play against us, I mean, their back four is left totally exposed, and anything can happen from there. So in Europe, I'm not really looking at it like, okay, this is what is going to happen. PSV, they came at us, and so what happened? And we didn't even have a striker. I don't think that'll be the same thing with Premiership teams, though. Premiership teams know how to defend against us and get points against us, and this manager is clueless, completely clueless. When he has teams like that come at him.
Yeah, the difference is though, Tony. Yeah, and I don't want to talk too much about Real Madrid, yeah, but you're messing about with heritage now. You're messing about with quality players, yeah. I don't care about PSG. Real Madrid, yeah. Whether we play low, whether they don't play low block or not, yeah, that's besides the point, yeah. They will come with some quality up top, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and some of our players will probably get spun. But anyway, that's another conversation. But anyway, I want to focus on what the manager is not doing. So where is the tactical change up? Where is the, well, do you know what? Let's take off Marino and let's bring on one of the strikers. He clearly doesn't trust his bench. He clearly doesn't.
One of which strikers? Waffle TV. One of which strikers?
Who's Deji?
You mean a kid who hasn't even played this season at all? Are you talking of Sterling? Are you talking of Sterling? Stinker Sterling? We have nobody. We have nobody. I mean, we should start taking we should start taking responsibility that we didn't bring anyone.
No.
Let's don't have to see if we have anyone. We don't have anyone. There's no bench.
We're talking about a game in isolation. Take that away from now. We're past January now. Yeah. I'm talking about a game.
Bro, we don't have anyone on the bench. I mean, how clear can this be? We don't have anyone on the bench. That's a forgone issue. We don't have anyone on the bench. So do you expect us, Waffle TV, do you expect us to bring in Raheem Sterling? Someone who in the last game against PSV, Calafiori ran from the left-hand side and went down to the right-hand side where we had Sterling down there in the right-hand side and scored where Sterling was, and Sterling couldn't produce. What would he do from the bench? We have failed. I mean, Arsenal should be able to, Arsenal fans, should be able to accept what has happened. It happened. There's no magic that will come from that bench. No magic. We're screwed in that.
You've not let me finish. Right. Let me finish my point, and then you can come and then rebuttal my point. So I
know. I mean, this is angry Gooners. So I mean, we just have to, we just have to be angry in it. So I mean,
I'm not going to be too angry at the moment. But my point is, that Deji is a striker. Marino is a midfielder. Yeah. The difference is a striker has that natural instinct of getting you goals. Whether they're good enough or not, we will never know because we've never seen them touch the turf. But I didn't see Marino do nothing yesterday. It seems like when Marino gets a little goal here, there, and everywhere, I think he scored like 3 goals so far. He scored a goal in PSV.
Yeah, Marino scored 3 goals.
A goal in PSV. Now he's the man because he's got a bit of size. But why didn't we try like with Deji yesterday? Why didn't we try that Cabia guy or whatever his name is yesterday? Because as far as I'm concerned, the season's over. So why are we not experimenting? And this is what my point was to you, yeah? The guy's not switching it up. He's just doing the same thing over and over again. If we're not going to win the league now, yeah? All right, everyone wants to stay in top 4. I get that. But do you know what?
Jez is in the chat. He says, Tony, for fuck's sake, let Ab speak. Yeah. Big up to you, Arsenal history and more.
Listen, people. I need to do the chat and everything. So when Tony's on his monologue, I will go for the chat, people. But that's my point. That was my point, basically. It's just
shout out to Jez, man. Real one, absolute real one.
Listen, I'll rather see a new person on the pitch doing something, than a lamppost that's just there, just running into everyone, not doing anything. And this is my point as well. When you've got someone with a bit of pace, when you've got someone that, you know what I mean, has a striker instinct, you offer something different. I don't care whether he's 10 years old, whether he's 16. I don't care about his age. If he's on that bench, that means he's potentially good enough to play.
How sure are you he's fit to play? I mean, this manager has lied to us so many times about the fitness of this players. How sure are you is even not injured? That guy.
Well, I don't know that.
How sure are you is not injured?
It's true.
I mean, we're just acting as if we understand totally what's in this manager's head. He has shown, he has proven to be a serial liar. He's lied to the fan base so many times. How sure that this Oyedeji guy we're talking about is fit to play? I'm not totally sure. Even Waneri, he hacked him off after a while. How are you sure that guy's fitness levels is even okay? Because he didn't even show up in that matchup against Man United. He played a little bit drab. So I'm having this feeling that maybe the kid is even injured or playing through pain or playing through an injury. So, I mean, we can look into all these things, man. We've laid our beds, in that January transfer window, and we failed. So let's just lie on it. But, I mean, shocking performance yesterday. Shocking sideways, back. It was shocking, man. It was horrible. I mean, when we get into that 18-yard box, we just completely throw away our thinking caps and it just falls off, and it's painful. The in thing is the striker. We have no striker, no one to close it. That game for Arsenal was begging for a point man to just be there and just score goals. How about that one that Martinelli? Okay, it was an offside. It was ruled as an offside. But did you see that one? He just got that. I mean, and you know what? Yeah, and no one wants to abuse or want to, get on the back of Martinelli. They want him to play the next game. So, I mean, this is where we are right now, and this is what confuses me. We go to Europe, we perform so well, and then we'll come back here and we just watch a stinker, and then we'll go back to Europe again this week, and we'll have a good game. We'll have a good game. And then just when we just think that they're back again, and then suddenly, another accident happens yet again. So, I mean, just rule out the season. Liverpool are already 15 points ahead of us. They've won the league, Waffle TV, or what do you think?
Oh, yeah, Liverpool are clear. Liverpool clear winners. But we have... Do you know what now? I'll be honest with you now. I'm checked out for the season now. Yeah, I'm going on holiday soon. I'm checked out now. I've had enough. But it still doesn't answer the questions of why Arteta is not changing things up. And do you know what? I can't wait to see this Berta guy come in. I don't know much about him, but I want this Berta guy. I hope he's not coming in as a yes man, because I want to see Berta shake up a few things, with this Arteta, because for me, this manager has taken us as far as he can. He's not learning. Definitely. He's not learning right now. He's playing the same formation, the same tactics. He's just expecting to get the same results. Yeah. With the same processes, the same thing. And this guy is not good enough for Arsenal, man. I don't care who's watching. He's not good enough for us. And this guy, if you saw in his press conference, he was asked a question about 15 points. You know, you're now 15 points behind Liverpool now.
Man, that man is just a disgrace, man.
And he walked away.
He just walked away. He didn't even allow the journalist finish his question. He just walked away. I mean,
what does that say?
Such shameful act.
About the manager now. The manager,
such shameful act.
And this is the thing, it's coming back to him now, because all those times he wanted to lie and everything to the fans and do all this rubbish. Listen, in the press conference before the Man United game, there was no mention of the game. All he was talking about is the PSV game. So his head was in the PSV game.
His head. Oh, guys, bigger fish to fry, innit?
Yeah, 22.
Arteta has a bigger fish to fry in the Champions League. See, people, I mean, this manager. I mean, I've been calling for the manager's head over a year plus now. You know, and it doesn't seem to change. And I'm sorry, next season it's not going to change. His friends with these people. His pals with these people.
It will change. It will change. 6 months in, if he's not producing and we're down.
You think so?
Yes, it will.
Do you think so, I don't think it's gonna change. You know why? Because of the fan base that we have. The fan base that we have. Yeah, this fan base will rather pick. I was on Igal's channel. See, I was on Igal's channel last week. We had a chat. Yeah. And Igal posed a question to me, and he said, Tony, Mikel Arteta, Thierry Henry is jealous of Mikel Arteta's achievement in the football club or something like that. And he was referring to Thierry Henry's criticism of the football club, of the fact that we're not creating and whatnot. And, you know, I had to tell Igal, see, man, that guy has a statue outside the stadium. There's a reason for that. You know, he sees that we don't have a striker. He should talk about it. You know, and I told Igal, what is wrong with people critiquing the football club? I hear you. If you want to support the team, I get that. I'm on that. I'm the kind of guy that wants to support my team. I get that. But again, that shouldn't just blindfold you not to see the realities in the team. So if Thierry is actually saying, see, we're not creating, that's an indictment on the manager. Why would he be jealous of Mikel Arteta in any way? How many trophies had Mikel Arteta actually won? Yeah, of course, Mikel Arteta was in Rangers. Yeah, won a couple of trophies there, when he was in Ibrox. But again, throw that all away. But again, what has he won in comparison with Thierry Henry? Nothing. Okay, won couple of, he won an FA Cup or so with Arsenal. But apart from that, man, what has he done? What has he done? So all these things, man, it's dicey.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Henry's jealous?
How can Henry? Henry is a fan. Henry is a fan, just like we are. Yeah, he has a big job at CBS. He's meant to be there. He's meant to critique the team, how he sees fit or how he deems fit. And he, and he saw an opportunity and he said, "Hey, man, I'm not having this. We're not creating chances anymore. And even with that creation, there's no one to even score the goals. And even throw that all away. The main one he talked about was the injuries. And no one is asking questions about why are our players getting injured? Why is Bukayo Saka getting injured? And Salah is having the time of his life and he's older than Bukayo Saka. These questions are not even being asked in any way. Yeah? How come Kai Havertz just goes to Dubai in an holiday that was needless? If you remember, we didn't even need that holiday to start with. And he went down there, coming back, we heard he's injured. All these injuries to these team players. Why? And Thierry is asking that question. And Arsenal, the fact is that Arsenal fans, yeah, actually think that Henry is wrong for asking those questions. Many of them are saying on Twitter that he's jealous of Mikel Arteta. And then when you hear these things here and you say, okay, this manager is having some certain kind of cult, I don't know, cult following in the football club. And that's where I have a problem. And this started during Arsene Wenger's time. Yeah, I won't lie. You know, I really, really liked Arsene Wenger. I won't lie. I really saw him as a hero of some sort. You know, I really liked him. But again, he left the football club. My loyalties are out the way. I have no goddamn loyalties to anyone apart from Arsene Wenger. You know, no loyalties. So if you're not winning trophies, then bye-bye. But Mikel Arteta, man, I mean, I don't know. This is where we are. We messed everything up. So, I mean, just looking at how, oh, God, man.
For me, yeah, the manager can't do no more now. He's out of his depth. You know, I often hear like anyone that speaks up against the club or against the team, you know, they're usually the enemy of Arsenal. They're usually, you know, a hater. Who's gonna hate who? Do you know what? Who's gonna hate this manager, man?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't hate this manager personally, but I just think that tactically, football management wise, he's not it. The amount of players that we've got on loan that are going to be coming back, these are his players. The current players that we got in our team, yeah. I often hear from all of you guys, yeah. Sorry. This is the narrative I always hear. We have the better players. What does that actually mean? What does that mean in this day and age? We have better players than them. What does that mean?
Nah.
Because if you actually say that, then shouldn't we be going into games like slapping up teams? It's always we have better players. What are they better players because they earn more money? Are they better players because individually or as a team they're better? Because any team can rock up to the Emirates, yeah, and give us a problem. Any team with lesser players can give us issues. Like yesterday. Yeah. Bruno. Free kick. Garnacho was doing this thing. I don't even rate Garnacho as well. All of a sudden, these players look like world beaters against Arsenal. But we have the better players. We have the better players. We nearly lost that game. And it would have been a different conversation today.
It would have been a different conversation.
Man United fans are saying they felt that they lost the game. That's what they're saying. How about that? How about that?
I mean, you have to agree with them, innit? I mean, look at those chances that went begging at the, you know, in the last 20 minutes at Old Trafford when we played them. Just look at it. Big up to everyone, DWTT.
Everyone in the
here to there, views on sport. Hendon Gunner, big up to you, Hendon Gunner. I see you, Hendon Gunner. You've really supported me, man. Even through those wars, you know, I had just this past week with Igal and you know, and a little bit with Northside LDN. You know, he was there for me, backing me up in a way. But thanks, man, Hendon Gunner, man. Thanks. You know, so I mean, that's where we are. And right now, man, I think I'm actually reconsidering Arsenal actually having anything to do with beating Real Madrid. I think I'm reconsidering it. You know, I mean, not in this way, bro. I mean, so we might just have to go, bro. We might just have to go into that matchup, you know, feeling like we've lost already. I mean, bro. See, to be very sincere with you, we can't defend that performance yesterday. We can't defend that performance yesterday. In no way can we defend that performance yesterday. We can't.
You're gonna see a lot more worse performances in the Premier League. Once we get knocked out, of the Champions League, then it's back to normal. It's going to be back to crappy performances.
You know what?
Striker, no one taking, you know what I mean, the scruff of the neck and wanting to win games. We have a soft underbelly. Yeah, we have a manager who's emotional. I want a Simeone. You know? I don't care what anyone says in this chat today, bro. I want it in Inzaghi.
Simeone, right?
I want a proper manager.
That'll be the big one, Simeone, man. That's what I want to see.
With our football of director going into the new season, I don't want this man to spend another penny of that English sterling, of the King's English pounds. I don't want this manager anywhere near the transfers. He's obsessed with certain players. Nico Williams.
With certain players,
out of your head, bro. Yeah. What about being obsessed with the likes of Gyökeres? The likes of Osimhen, the likes of Wirtz. Yeah. Where's the obsession with these type of players?
Yeah.
I don't want.
But again, I think Beto is up to the task. You know, I mean, he's dealt with Simeone, right? He's dealt with hard-time managers. He's won a couple of trophies down the line. So, you know, maybe he might come into the football club and actually change the culture and change the waste that this manager has overseen, or you know, over five seasons. I mean, look at the trail of bodies he's left on its wake. You know, to Arsenal's a new project, and even in this same project, you know, if another manager comes in, it will be in a new project again. You know, I'm tired of all these project phases. I mean, let's just get in players and let's just get to win. You know, and I'm starving for a title. I want to win, and it's just a bitter pill to swallow, seeing us go down to Old Trafford against one of the poorest Man United team I've seen in my whole lifetime, bro. I mean, Man United terrorized me as a kid, terrorized me as a youth, and down here again, I'm being terrorized by Man United. I mean, it's not. I mean, bro, man, it's not sustainable, man. No, it's not. Even at times when they have shitty players, they don't have strikers that could score goals. A shitty Man United team, 14th in the league, and we can't beat them, bro, man. I was just weak after that game. If you notice, I was supposed to have a show with Oregon Gunner yesterday, and Ladimus. Bro, I didn't even want to talk on phone. You know, just put a few comments here and there, and I just went to sleep, man. You know, I was just weak, man, because Arsenal for some time has been pissing me off.
This comment here, Arteta Rodgers has to go now. Don't want him wasting more money. This guy, man,
has to go.
People are like talking about, oh, next year we're gonna, you know, maybe give him another chance. This guy has to walk out there or get sacked or whatever. I know it's not gonna happen, but he needs to go, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how much more of this dross are we gonna handle? Yeah,
are we gonna handle? Are we gonna see?
Can you imagine exciting football next season? Can you imagine exciting off the handbrake football next season?
See, the manager just needs to go. It doesn't really matter at this point, because we know he can win the trophy. We know he can't. He's proven it for 3 seasons now that he's gonna bottle it. So it's not a case of whether Arsenal can be able to play good football. If you ask me, I think we can play good football next season, depending on the strike or depending on the kind of deals we strike in the summer transfer window. We could go in and bring in hard hitters and change the whole trajectory this team will take next season, but not with this manager. The manager is completely inept. As in, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know the skill set of these players, and he doesn't know anything about tactical changes, about tactical ways of actually transforming the team. I mean, you're looking for goals, and then you hack off Waneri. But again, bro, that guy could be playing through an injury. You know, so, and again, he obscures everything. Yeah? That you don't even really have the mind of your own as to what is really going on. Okay, you're looking for a goal. You remove your most potent goal jewel, yeah, in one area. Is the one to score your goals, and you bring it in. Bro, man. I mean, it doesn't make sense at this point. It doesn't make sense at this point. So if the kid is injured, let us know that he's injured. Tell us that he's injured. But hell no, he wouldn't say anything. And you see, Abs and people in the charts, listen to this bomb I want to throw right now. Abs, this is the biggest one that I'm yet to say to you. Arsenal might not qualify for top 4 next season if we keep drawing games. You know what? Yeah, I don't know. We are in a battle of top 4 right now. Forget the league.
No.
Guys in the charts, we're not in the league. Throw that all away. There's no winning. Bro, there's no delusions about winning the league. Throw that all away. Abs. Arsenal might find it very, very scary to actually qualify for the Champions League next season. I'm not even totally afraid about how we might drop more points. Next week, we face Chelsea. Next weekend, we'll face Chelsea. They will make it more hard. I mean, they're a more better team than Manchester United.
Is Saka back?
No. Saka is few weeks away from coming back. In fact, Mikel Arteta was so truthful about that one. He said it's way, 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 way off before he comes back. So we're looking at April right now, rather than even this March. I was thinking it will come back March, probably same time with Martinelli, but no.
We don't need him back. Let him just chill. Let him chill, man. We don't need unless we.
Then we might not qualify for the Champions League, because if we have these twats that are down there playing, yeah, bro, they're not gonna. Bro, did you see Martinelli? Did you see Martinelli yesterday? Did you see him?
You know what? It's his first.
Did you see him? Can we use any? No, but the thing is, can we even use any of those to even advance in the games that we have to play in the next few weeks? We can't use this type of players.
Tony, can you just address this question here from Hendon Gooner, man? Do you think the players?
Yeah, Hendon is real one. Hendon is guys in the charts. Hendon Gooner is a real one, man. This guy, I mean, Hendon Gooner, man, big ups to you, man. Enough respect to you, man. I mean, he's always had my back, man. Big ups to you. He says, TCGTV, do you think the players have now down tools on Arteta? I mean, down twos, but they won in PSV with that kind of amount of scoreline. I'm not sure yet. I don't think they've down tools. I'm not sure. We just have the team is incomplete yet. That's just it. The team is just awful. I don't think they've downed anything. I don't think so. I think they're even playing for the manager, to be very sincere with you. It's just that they're not good enough. That's the fact. The team isn't good enough. It's not good enough. I mean, you can't bring a plumber to do the job of a carpenter, innit?
And the thing is, what happens is Arteta rewards failure. So all those players that contracts are winding down, he's just going to give you more money. Hush money to stay at the club.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with not winning and you ain't got no ambition, you're going to accept the money, isn't it? But some players, at Arsenal, they're not so thick, and they're going to want to win trophies, because I don't believe in this manager. I don't think he's a great coach. People often say this manager's a great coach. Great at what? What is he great at? Someone tell me what he's great at. Set pieces? Arteta won't even look at Osimhen. The guy has far too much personality for him. He's not a yes man. And that's the thing with this Arteta, this disappointment of Arteta, yeah. You need a leader. There's a difference between a leader and a manager. Do you know what I'm saying? A leader will help you to get to your goals. He wants to, align you to your goals, whereas a management is all about process. Do this, do that.
Project, do this, do that. Go ahead. The handbrakes everywhere.
Yeah. The micromanagement and stuff like that. And this day and age, we need a Simeone. an Inzaghi type, a Hansi Flick type. We need that type of manager that's going to be like around the young players and, you know, just nurturing them. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Nurturing them to express themselves on the football pitch. You know, we don't need all this PR rubbish all the time and selling vases and merch and all of these things. Yeah, take that away. Yeah, we need to focus on the football. I'm sick of talking about Arsenal. I'll be honest with you. I'm sick.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. It leaves a better taste in your mouth with the way we're doing all these things.
It's the same thing every day. Yeah, as you said, on Wednesday,
Man United shitty team.
The same thing on Wednesday. Everyone's going to forget that. Oh yeah, we beat PSV now onto the Madrids. And then everyone's going to forget, and then it's going to be Chelsea. I think it's like there's a 2-week break before we play Chelsea, by the way.
Sure.
And
yeah. I think so. Yeah. It's that's possible. So that's true.
Do you know what? What are we going to do? Are we going to Dubai again? You know, we're going to get Dubai cake while we're out there, and what are we doing? Seriously, what are we going to be doing in the 2.5 weeks? Are we going to
God!
In the dog? What are we? Where is Win, by the way?
Playing chess with Win the dog.
Have they put back
it's shocking, man.
It's like
shocking. It's shocking.
Bro. Let me just go through the comments.
That's where we are. But again, do you think we're going to get top 4?
Just about, yeah. I think we will. I think we will crawl over the line because I don't think the other teams have been that great. Look, Man City dropped points against Forest. If anyone's going to cap, it will be Forest. If anyone's going to be Forest because they've not been great either. This is the first game I think we've won about 4 or something like that.
About 4, so yeah. I mean, all these teams are just dropping points left, right, and center. Even City have dropped lots of points, you know. So I don't know.
Let me ask you a question, and don't put it down to our form. But what do you think of the league this season, the Premier League this season? Has it been better than the La Liga? Because it stinks to me. What do you think of the league this season, the Premier League, and the quality?
I don't know, but again, it depends on what you want to see. Because this season, I'm seeing other smaller teams and mid-table teams come out and take points from the big hitters. I mean, look at City. Yeah, they've lost games to mid-table teams. I mean, Brighton, Aston Villa, all these teams are all taking points from big teams. Imagine Nottingham Forest going, you know, and smacking up Man City. Imagine Aston Villa coming to our home, taking up points from us. Imagine West Ham. They're not even in mid-table. West Ham coming down to Arsenal and getting a win. Bro, we hardly see these things in La Liga. But again, Real Madrid have lost a couple of matches this season. I mean, Atletico Bilbao beat them this season. Real Betis beat them this season. Española beat them this season. They've lost a couple of matches against this kind of teams too. But, you know, I don't know. I just think it's more fierce in England. But in Spain, the big teams dominate. They win their games. I think it's a thing of quality with the kind of players you have. You know, if you have that quality, you will get by. And that's why Liverpool have only lost maybe once this season. Also, they've only lost once this season. And that's because of the kind of quality that they have in their team. So I think it's not more about the teams per se. It's more about the quality. Because even in La Liga, it's the teams with big quality that are actually winning these games. And that's why you have Barcelona, you know, in first, Real Madrid in second, you know, tied with them, and Atletico Madrid in third, you know. So they're all, you know, they're all together in that phase, and that's because of the kind of quality that they have. You can't deny that Man City have quality, but they've dropped off because there's some, you know, older players in their team. They need a new, you know, and the new players they've gotten there still need to adapt to the Premiership. Maybe next season, maybe they'll hit the ground running. But right now, you know, a lot of you know, changes needs to happen. Mostly in the summer, they might still even change a lot of things. Maybe De Bruyne might be going down to Saudi Arabia. Bernardo Silva might be leaving too. They might just bring new blood that will galvanize and change them. It's all about quality. And Arsenal, for some reason, don't have the quality. I don't know why we're in top 4 to start with. I don't know why we're in top 4 right now. How are we in top 4?
What did you think of
In the
Declan
Premier League,
Rice?
we can't score goals.
What do you think of Declan Rice's comments yesterday about, to still keep going and believing and stuff like that? What do you think
It's cap. It's cap. Yeah, keep going. Like, of course, you have the Champions League, and that's where I've had problems with some people. Like, yeah, we have the Champions League right now. Yeah, I know. We'll not win the Champions League, but again, should we just throw it away? I don't think so. So just go and fight for that one and see if you can get anything from there. That's the only place where we could go and fight it out for a trophy this season. So let's see what happens on that front. But every other thing, it's cap. Every other thing he said, it's cap. What are we fighting for? We're not fighting for anything. I mean, we've lost ground in the Premiership chase. We're now we're looking for top 4. Let's don't equate it with going for the title. This is a top 4 battle. It's totally not a title race.
What does the top 4 battle mean? Because you don't win anything. What is just to stay in the Champions League?
To stay in the Champions League. Yeah, we're fighting for Champions League places. That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right now. But again, Abs, I need this from you. To what extent do you think injuries have been a big worry to our season? Would you say that injuries have kept us away from winning the title this season? I'm just asking.
Do you know what? Every team gets injuries. This is football. This is football.
I mean, if you take off Liverpool's front three, Liverpool's front three, that team will be moribund. They don't win the league this season.
Yeah, but the thing, but it's if buts and maybes, isn't it? You, and the thing is, this is a myth. Liverpool have had injuries this season. They've had Alisson out, their best goalkeeper out for a significant amount of time. I'm sure Trent was out for a bit as well at some point.
But not to their showstoppers, though. Not to their showstoppers, though.
Who's the defender?
Not to Salah. Not to Diaz.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Salah doesn't compare to Saka. Yeah, because Salah is a pure goal scorer. Yeah. Yes, Saka is very important to us. Yeah, but let's not make out that Saka is going to win us game upon game. Salah has been single-handedly winning Liverpool games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Winning them games. Consistently. Let's not pretend. But if they had if Salah was out for a significant amount of time, they've still got Jota. They've still got who's the one on the?
But Jota has always been injured too.
On the right, who's the one on the right that scored the goal against?
Diaz scores. Nunes scores sometimes when he can.
Yeah, they've got players. They've got a squad of players that can come in and do a job. We don't have that.
Abs, if Salah goes off with a long-term injury like Kai Havertz, if Diaz goes off with a long-term injury like Bukayo Saka, and let's say maybe Jota goes off with an injury, does that team win the league?
Not if Man City got Rodri.
No, Man City is still in where they are. No. If Man City are still shitty like they are right now, and Liverpool have that front three off, will they still win the league?
So Diaz injured, Salah injured.
Diaz injured, Salah injured, Jota injured.
Jota injured. Ooh, that's a good question. With the points gap they got now?
Not with the points gap, from an equal standpoint. From an equal standpoint with Arsenal. Maybe when we're down to 3 points or 6 points or something, or 2 points or something. Do they win the league? without Salah, Diaz, and Jota.
Do you know it's a very difficult. Do you know why the question is a very difficult question to answer? And I'll explain myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool have experience of winning the league. Let's take those 3 players out. Yeah, they still score goals. They can still score goals.
Who is gonna score goals for them?
Oh yeah, you've got
that's what I'm talking about. I mean, Arsenal have players out, but again, it's no excuse. We should have done business. This is not an excuse. There's no excuse in that. But I just want to logically look at it. Like, if Arsenal's talisman, like Saka, is out, we've lost Martinelli, and they're not even scoring goals really, and Kai Havertz is out, down, it's finished. Yeah, and we can't even score goals.
It was finished before we had those injuries. It was literally finished before we had those injuries. The league
6 points. Before
we had those injuries.
No. It was 6 points. It was 6 points before Kai Havertz left. It was about 6 points.
And we weren't making we still weren't making no.
It was 6 points, and Liverpool dropped points against Aston Villa. So if we had maybe a Kai Havertz or a Bukayo Saka, and we won our other game when we played against West Ham, it would have been 3 points easy, and just wait for them to just drop points, or even wait till when we face them at Anfield and beat them up.
I'm going to say something that's highly controversial. Yeah, I think Liverpool.
Yeah, Jesus Sport says that we were 9 points behind. Yeah, 9 points.
Liverpool, yeah, I still think Liverpool still pip us to the title, and I'll tell you why. Because they have a manager that knows what he's doing. They have a manager that's previously won titles. They have a team that have previously won.
So that's why I was asking. So will they win the title without Mohamed Salah? Would they win the title without Diaz? Yes. Would they win it without Gakpo, their front three?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Because there's no team. We are not capable. We are not capable. Yeah.
No, not Arsenal. Forget Arsenal. Arsenal is not in the equation. Forget Arsenal. I'm talking of Liverpool. Do they win the title with Salah off? I mean, and consider the point that Salah has been their game changer this season.
I still think they win the league. I still think they win the league. I still think they're going to win the league because they have a mentality of winning. Yeah. This team knows how to get over the line by hook or by crook. Yeah. They have some very good young talents.
Then hook or by crook, who's going to score the goals? That's what, hook or by crook. Then who scores the goals? Bro, a crook will not score the goals. A human being will score the goals. Then if Salah is not there, if Gakpo is in there, and if Diaz is in there, then who is the human being? Or is it a ghost that will put the ball into the net?
Liverpool know how to win games. They know how to get.
I know, but how would they win without Salah, Diaz, and Gakpo?
They have a manager that knows how to get their team.
No, then how? Then where would they go? Okay, where would the goals come from? I mean, I've heard all these things. Slot is an extreme great manager. I hear that. Where would those goals come when he has injuries to Cody Gakpo, Diaz, and Salah? And put in perspective that Salah has been their showstopper this season. So what happened?
They're still going to score goals.
Who scores? Okay, good. Salah has how many goals in the league this season? Guys, can you help me in the charts? How many goals does Salah have this season?
He's got about 23 or 20
something. So he's got more than even half of the goals this season in the Premier League. In the Premier League, he has more than even half of the goals.
So if he's injured in January, then okay, let me put it to you. If he's injured in January, do you think Liverpool don't go out and get a striker?
Not January. I mean, put it at the time when Arsenal have their injuries.
You're trying to compare their team to our team, but their team is far superior to us. Even if they've got these injuries, I still believe they will get over the line.
Then who would get? Oh, I hear you, but who gets Salah's 20 goals? If their front three is out, that's what I'm saying. Who?
It's a team effort. It's going to be a team effort. I don't know who's going to score the goals, but
okay, Ian Wu, big up to you, my brother, man. He says 27 goals Salah has. So good. If Salah has 27 goals, then imagine him, Gapco, and Diaz out. Who scores 27 goals for them this season? Gravenberch,
no one player is going to score 27
Chiesa.
goals. No one player.
No, because you just no. Let's keep the same energy because you just said keep the same energy because
you mentioned one player. I'm saying they're going to spread those same goals around the team.
Who is going to score it? Who's going to score the chunk of 27 goals that Salah had scored in that team?
How many goals has Jota got? 15, 14, 7 goals?
Jota? Nah. But again, Jota is not a 25 goal scorer in the Premier League. He's never done that. He will never do that.
No. You're not listening to me. What I said. One player in Salah, doesn't have to be one player. It could be 27 goals spread up among a few players, not just the one player. You're talking about coming from the one standpoint of one player.
See, the remainder goals they've scored in the league. The remainder goals has been shared among players.
What do you mean?
And Salah has 27 single-handedly, and the remaining goals have been shared among other players. So do you want to share double figures with every other player in the team? It's not possible here. You're playing the Premiership.
Jota's capable of double figures. Who's the other? I'm trying to think of who their other strikers are in their team or who plays up.
Bro, I mean, it's just Jota, right? It's just Jota. It's just Jota, man. And Chiesa. Jota, Chiesa, Cody Gakpo. And Cody Gakpo isn't really even a...
Who's the other guy that scored the other day? What's his name? The one who scored.
Cody Gakpo isn't a Allison guy, but again, Cody Gakpo isn't really a striker per se.
I need to bring up the team.
It's more of a winger. It's more of a winger.
Yeah, but he contributes goals, man. Let me see how many goals.
Yeah, I know, but he's not single-handedly. He's not like a number 9.
We're not talking about one player single-handedly. You're saying 27 goals.
I'm looking for that person that would score 27 goals for Liverpool.
How many players in our team score 27 goals?
If he's injured. Who scores 27 goals for Liverpool?
Not one player. Not one player scores 27 goals.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So injuries have really blighted Arsenal, and the injuries have really been very, very, good to Liverpool this season. You can't throw that fact away. No, I understand that Arsenal were the curse of our problems. It doesn't extricate that fact. But again, you also have to give it to Liverpool. They've managed their injury list quite well. If you're coming from that standpoint, then I understand you. They've managed their injury problems quite easily. And the manager, has actually managed that squad in a very efficient way. I mean, how many times have me and you complained about Bukayo Saka playing on to the 90th minute? Sometimes I see Salah play even onto the 85th minute and they hack him off after the 80th minute to go and rest for the next game. But our manager would leave Bukayo Saka to the 90-something minute. Kai Havertz to the 89th minute. Bro, Kai Havertz even plays everything. So our manager is just, bro, we need to change this manager as soon as possible.
The thing is with
it's a big problem.
Salah, the argument with Salah is that he's a world-class player. So he's going to score loads of goals. We don't have like a single-handedly world-class goal that's going to score over 20-something goals. So how are we, if you take out Salah from Liverpool, are they equal to us? Is that what you're saying,
bro? If you remove the goals of Mohamed Salah in that team, Liverpool will be mid-team average at best.
So what about Jota?
They won't be in top 4. They won't be in top 4.
Salah's out, and then you got to fit
Jota has never scored 27 goals or 25 goals in a Premier League season.
He doesn't
in the Premiership.
He doesn't need to.
No, but of course, but I'm just going by the numbers in recent seasons. If a striker scores how many goals, that can be able to win them the trophy. Man City have had Aguero down the line before. He scored 20-something goals for them, and they win the league. It's quite clear to see that they have Haaland, who has scored 25 goals or more. They win the league. It's simple. Just have a striker who will give you 20, 25 goals in a season, and then you win the league with other backup players that can be able to spread the goals that brought the team, and you win the league. Arsenal doesn't have that. We don't have that.
No, but we don't have the mentality to win a league either. So even if we had like a Saka or whatever kind of thing, what the difference is, if we had a Salah in our team, scoring those amount of goals, we win the league. Easy. Yeah?
Easy.
We win the league
easy. Easy.
But if you take Salah out of Liverpool, I still think they give the league a challenge because of their mentality, because of the manager. This is the difference.
Mentality will not get you the goal, bro. You still need a world-class player. You still need players that can get you over the line. These managers are human beings. You do need players who would grab the game by its confidence. Do you know how many goals that Salah scored in the dying minute to just give Liverpool the win? I know. There are times where you just need that class player that would just go deep down, get into deep down into the rabbit hole, dig up a goal from down under, and get your team out. Arsenal doesn't have that kind of player.
No,
we don't have it. The only person that comes close to that is Bukayo Saka, and of course, thanks to Mikel Arteta, the player is down and out, probably maybe for the rest of the season. So that's it. We need a world-class striker. We need a world-class winger. We need another player in the midfield to help us out. Who would create for this team.
Let me put the same point to you, yeah? If we were down to the last 10 games, their front three's out, which you mentioned. Is it Diaz, Jota, and Salah?
No, Diaz, Gakpo. I'm even confident about leaving Jota there because he will get injured normally. He's always an injured player. And then Salah goes out.
And Salah,
Gakpo, Salah.
And then take the three out of ours, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz, yeah? Who's
Havertz,
out of those two teams? Down to the last 10 games. And if you take those three out of both of our teams, I still think Liverpool winning the league.
I don't think so. I don't think so because Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, they could still get goals from set pieces. Liverpool don't score goals from set pieces that much.
Going to get us over the line instead of Jota. Does Mourinho get us over the line instead of Jota?
But again, you also I don't know. But
how many set pieces did we score from yesterday? When's the last time we scored from a set piece?
Well,
Liverpool score from open play all the time. Majority of the goals are open play.
But with Salah scoring those goals, with Cody Gakpo scoring those goals.
We're talking about if you took the
almost most of their goals that they scored through open play was either through Cody Gakpo, through Salah, or through Diaz. Most of the open play goals. Most of Arsenal's open play goals were even scored by probably, it's a team effort. There were goals that were by set pieces. It's a team, bro. It's a team effort. Do you know how many times Gabriel Magalhaes bailed us out this season?
I know that, but
do you know how many times Saliba scored this season to bail us out?
It narrows down. This is what it narrows down. It narrows down to the manager, and how he sets up his team and how he copes in certain situations. And I still think that Liverpool get over the line. If I was to choose between Liverpool and Arsenal in the last 10 games, and we had our front three out and they had our front three out, I still think Liverpool win the league. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I get, man. But now it's if buts and maybes. But right now, Liverpool are running away with that title. And they did. I mean, even if Arsenal wins that title this season, if reverse was the case, it will be a sham title. I mean, Liverpool deserve this title, man. let's call a spade, man. I mean, they deserve it. If Mikel Arteta won this title, man, it will be one of the flukiest wins ever for me. Just because of the way we've carried ourselves, the way we've conducted our business, the way we've conducted ourselves, bro. It all points to the fact that we wanted to win this title by hook or by crook or by just pure sorcery. That's how we wanted to win this title. How can you go without a backup striker? How can you go without someone backing up Odegaard? How can you win a title without your wingers giving you at least 20 goals in a season? Okay, forget 20 goals. How about 15-15 from both sides? Because we know Cody Gakpo will score more goals for Liverpool. We do know that Nunes will chip in more goals.
Hold on, you forgot about McAllister as well. McAllister's getting
from open play. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about him. Yeah,
they've got players in their team that I would love to play for Arsenal. So that's why
that's true.
Between those two teams, man, they've got Trent as well, world-class Trent. All right, Timber, he's going to be hitting levels at some point. I don't want to say anything yet. But
man, you gave that assist to Declan Rice yesterday, so it's looking good.
I'm not comparing him and Trent, but in terms of defense,
no.
Defensively, Timber defensively is clear of Trent, in my opinion. Defensively, he's clear of Trent. But in terms of obviously what Trent does on and off the ball, obviously
on and off the ball,
that's a different conversation.
So Liverpool wins the title easy, right? With you,
I wouldn't say easy. I still think they win.
No. I'm talking of right now. Right now, they win the trophy easy. Right now, from here, right? Yeah. Easy, right?
Easy.
Yeah. I mean, Liverpool has won this title, and you know what? Yeah, Abs. The most shameful thing is that by the time maybe when Arsenal is going down to Anfield, we might be giving them a guard of honor, and bro. That leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, bro. That we might have to give Liverpool a guard of honor, bro. Man. We're cooked. We're finished. Ladies and gentlemen, man. It's so painful what Arsenal is doing to the supporters, man. It's so painful. This would have been easy with a striker on board. Mikel Arteta's pride. Your pride. You put your pride. Yeah? You put your pride before the team. You put your pride before the fan base. Your pride is what cost you this. And now fans are left to cry for not getting any trophies this season. Mikel Arteta is a twat, man. Goal scoring opportunities that we had bro. There was even a direct pass that Odegaard found a way to even throw to Trossard. Only God knows what Trossard did there. I don't know what Trossard did. He just threw the ball away. I mean, all our attacking options have not even improved under this manager. I need a manager that would improve attacking talent in this football club. Which manager, Abs, do you know that can be able to improve attacking players?
Any other manager apart from the manager that we currently have? There's your answer. Any manager that's managed in the Premier League, bring them. Because at the end of the day, we've got a rookie. Look at Areola. Look at the way he's got his players.
Areola. Oh, my days.
His players purring, man. I know they drew that game yesterday. They scored an offside goal, yes.
I mean, Ian Wu. Big up to Ian Wu. Ian Wu is a new subscriber of mine. Big up to Ian Wu. Ian Wu, thanks for coming down to my channel, man. Big up to you. Please keep supporting my channel. We're trying to build things. Me and other people I work with, trying to build lots of stuff down here. Thanks for showing up today for us. But I mean, at this point, man, bro, I'll be shameless. How about to go get Klopp to come do a job for us, bro? Tempt him from that world. What position does he hold now? Tempt him. Give him 17. I mean, we gave this idiot, we gave
15 million.
this complete fraud 15 million in a year. Why can't we call on? Why can't we call on Klopp and say, "Hey, Master, we're sorry for even challenging with you, yeah, in previous years. Please come and take over Arsenal. How about that? And help us out because we have a problem."
Yeah, but anyway, quick one, yeah, before we kind of wrap up, yeah, because I've got work to do. What do you think of this Berta appointment, and do you think he's going to make changes to Arsenal?
I think these better guys. I think it's cool. I mean, if you look at if you look at the people he has worked with, mostly with the last football club he worked with, Atletico Madrid, bro, he's dealt with big egos. I don't think Mikel Arteta's ego is bigger than Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone is that kind of guy that could just take you to the back of the yard and just start a punch up with you. You know that. He's that kind of guy. He could just start a scrap with you, at the backyard, with kitchen knives and kitchen, sinks and kitchen utensils. It's that kind of guy that could do that. So if this better guy is a guy that I've found a way to kind of work with Diego Simeone in that way, won couple of trophies naturally in a place where you're not naturally open to win trophies. I'm talking of the hegemony between Barcelona and Real Madrid in terms of they are the ones likely to win most trophies in the Spanish La Liga, and for Atletico Madrid to just be in that shout, be in that mix of winning a couple of ones, twos, titles here and there, Spanish cups here and there. They've done it, and under this director. So if he has done it, if he has won a couple of trophies with Atletico Madrid, and again, don't forget, he's Italian. Just maybe he has contacts to this, maybe he has contacts to this big businesses in Europe that can be able to scout big time players, or he has a scouting network of big time players that could be able to bring world class players down to the Arsenal. Although I would have liked him to be someone that has that's got the knowledge of South American market, because that's where the bigger talents are. So he should be able to spot that angle. But he's Italian, so I'm not really that sure. But one thing I'm very sure about is that he understands the European market very well.
In the summer then?
Huh?
Osimhen in the summer? Do you think then? If he
Osimhen in the summer, I'll take him. I'll take Osimhen. I like Osimhen, and I mean, of course, if anyone is talking about it, you're in a bigger place to actually talk about that. I mean, a Galatasaray fan, a big Turkish football fan. I know you do your thing in the Turkish league too, where you do watch-alongs. Guys, subscribe to Waffle TV, of course. It does lots of Turkish league watch-alongs most of the time, but again, you of all people, you understand the skill set that Osimhen has. Just imagine we had Osimhen in that Manchester United matchup. Imagine we had Osimhen in that Manchester United matchup yesterday. Imagine the kind of goals this guy would score. That guy would put at least 2 to 3-0 up before we even touch down into the second half. We would have won this trophy easy, because Liverpool have dropped points. They've dropped points. It's maybe we put the pressure on them. But right now, they will go to games easy. They'll have a knock and kick about with the boys in their training center. Oh, my God, man. It's easy. Bro, they're coasting through this league title. And it's so easy for them.
Quick question. One more question.
It's painful, bro. I can't bear it.
One more question. And this is a pertinent one, yeah? The expectation was for Arsenal to win the league this season. Do you think rivals are going to throw the same same thing on us again next season? That we must win the league now. Is the pressure going to be off, or is it still going to be you brought in these players? Because the narrative always changes with these fans and with these rival fans. I noticed. Yeah, we were supposed to win the league this season apparently. So next season, if we bring in like an Osman, we bring in a striker, is it then we should be winning the league next season, or is it?
Because
the narrative always changes with everyone, isn't it? It's like
the narrative always changes. It always changes, and they would say, "Hey, Arsenal has been the one that has been near or closer to the people who have been challenging." And again, if you go bring a striker, because many of all these podcasters have been saying, you know what, Arsenal have a good team, despite even Arsenal fans saying our team is not complete. Many of all these top channels are saying that our team is good. Yeah, it's we that understand, some of us in the fan base that understand that this team is in no way complete in any way. But some of us, like Terry would tell you that, Arsenal is a good team. If you asked him like 12 games ago, will Arsenal win the league? He would say yes. Because they generally believe that Arsenal could do something. And again, with Arsenal going back to back with Man City, they believe that, Arsenal are mature enough to kind of like, take the bull by his horn and just go ahead and win the title. But there'll be a more bigger target on our heads if we go bring a striker to kind of like fit into that number 9 position. Then it grows. That expectation grows. It grows because they believe, okay, you guys claim that you didn't have a striker. It's because of a striker you didn't win the league. So you've gotten a world-class striker. No excuses. 25 goals, win the league. So they will expect us to win the league. But with Mikel Arteta, I think it's very stupid. He would totally forget to buy a winger. He would totally forget to buy a replacement for Bukayo Saka. He would totally forget and throw out the window that Martin Odegaard would need help in the middle of the park. I mean, the manager, he might even tinker with our left back position. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Right now, only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows.
And on that, we are going to wrap up 1 hour and 30 minutes today. 11
1 hour 30 minutes.
Make sure you're all stacking up, man. The double figures have been consistent today in the chat, man. I've been loving that. Make sure.
Yeah, in the chart. Yeah, big up to everyone who is here. Views on Sports, and I should say your guy Views on Sport had a very good show today. I mean, you need to look at that today. It was a very good show. I really enjoyed the show today. I was coming back from work, and so I just tuned it on, and I really liked what was going on there. And, he handled some issues quite well there. So
I mean, chat's the real thing. So everyone go make sure you
shout out to Hendon Gunner too. And please, guys, that are on my channel, please subscribe to Waffle TV. I work with him. Guys, this is my guy. This is my person. Yeah, in Nigeria we say my personal person. This is my guy. So please, go down to his channel and do show him some love and respect also.
What you got coming up?
Abs, thanks, man. This evening, 7 p.m., me and Oregon Gooner. I mean, guys, that's going to be a hard one, because Oregon Gooner has just been looking at me go to these channels and big Arsenal up in a way. And I mean, retribution time. Now it's time for me to pay for my crimes for just believing in the team just for a minute. This is what Arsenal gets for you, man. You believe in the team just a little bit. Oh my God, they're there to.
Do you believe that it's over now? The Champions League dream is over now. I need the reality from you now,
bro, man.
I need clip this up. Is it over now? Is the journey over now,
bro? No. See, this is the thing,
Yes or no?
The way the way they play in the Champions League is quite different. Bro, you can't Man United are in a home game against one of your biggest rivalries in the Premiership. You're keeping a low block. I mean, a low block, mid block, low block, mid block, bro. In Champions League, we're not gonna see that. In Champions League, these teams will actually come out to play, and that's what I'm banking on, for teams to come out and play. Because teams that have actually come out to play, we've actually gotten things done to them. Harmful things done to them.
What happened to Newcastle then when they came out to play?
Bro, I don't know. And that's the inconsistency with Arsenal, isn't it?
And they're a better team.
So we just have to see.
Newcastle, they're a much better
so
team.
we just have to see.
No,
we just have to
see.
Saying?
I'm telling you.
That was a good comeback, man. That was a good one, man.
Nah, you got me with the Liverpool. I had to fight the Liverpool one.
See ya, people. Me and Waffle TV, we always have fun every time we come to do streams. It's a blessing to call this man brother, man. Big up to you, man. And how's the fasting going, my brother, man?
Yeah, man, it's all good, man, bro. I'm at work as well, so I need to get back to work and do some work.
Definitely.
People, everyone that joined today, big up to everyone. Big up to my co-host, Mr. Tony Claude Gunner TV. You can catch us, hopefully. This guy's random, man. I don't know when our next show is going to be, man. Maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks' time.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, so maybe around the same time as well, because it seems to be getting some good numbers at this time. But people, big up to everyone in the building. Views on Sport, Hendon Gooner, Ian Wu, Arsenal Above, Oregon Goon, AFC Always, Julie Mears.
Julie Mears, she gave me £2. Big up to Julie Mears.
AFC Always. Who else have I missed out on? Is it Cooper, Michael Harris?
Harris.
Into the Box.
Head to there. Hendon Gooner. Real one.
Ian Moore, Rashid from Arsenal Revolution. Big up to Luca. Big up to everyone that's joined the chat today, and anyone I've missed out. Yeah. It's not being on purpose. It's just that my brain is fried. Big up to Shane Gooner as well, and everyone. But listen, people, we are out. Thank you for joining. And listen, leave a comment. Leave a comment, man. You don't like to. We do our streams and there's no comments, man. Leave a comment, man. Yeah, man. Keep the algorithms going. But people, we are out.
Yeah.
Peace.